So, over the past couple months, Hassan Piker, all he has been doing on his stream a lot recently has been kind of attacking a lot of people that have been going against him when it comes to his political opinions. And to be honest, I think that there's nothing wrong with it. I think that if you want to argue back and forth about your political opinions, even if you think that the other person is dumb and say like, oh, I think that this person is right and that person is right, it's absolutely fine. But I think that Hasan at times, especially recently ever since he's banned, he's kind of like crashed out a couple of times to the point where some people are starting to call him a lol cow, which what a lol cow is essentially basically someone that people laugh at and is easy to rage bait over. And Hasan has been crashing out a lot recently on a couple people, mostly Ethan from H3 and another one being Asmongold. And I think that when it comes to this situation, that he kind of has taken it too far. I think that when it comes to the political disagreements that Hasan and Asmon have, you can go back and forth about this and you can disagree and agree on certain things. And if you want to argue over that, I think it's absolutely fine. But recently, Dexterito posted an article talking about how Lolicon was being banned within the state of Texas. Now, obviously, I think that Loli is completely weird and it's absolutely disgusting. And if they want to go ahead and ban it, I think that obviously they can absolutely do that. And I don't see anything wrong with that. And Hasan saw this on his stream and decided to take a slight jab at Asmon, pretty much stating it as a fact, as that Asmon has a library full of this kind of content on his computer.
I saw this Dexerto article, and I'm actually very excited for Asmongold to finally fucking chime in about how censorship is unacceptable. Texas senators have unanimously passed a bill that, if signed into law, could make several games, anime, manga series illegal to own in the state. The bill bans any obscene depiction of a minor or someone who looks like one. And it's a very unique predicament because, like, I don't necessarily disagree with this decision, although I do understand how this will be used against everything. I want to know where my Asmon heads are at on this one. It's awesome because Asmon literally lives in Texas and he has to now delete half of his fucking library if this is the case.
Now, if you don't know what Loli is, because I didn't explain it and I should have, basically an anime-looking character, and it depicts someone of an anime character who looks like a child. Now, it's not like it's kind of like a loophole around, like, to get through a loophole of child corn, which is why I think it's absolutely disgusting and I think it's completely weird. And then also Hasan decided to go on and he decided to talk further about this, how Asmon calls him a terrorist supporter every single day when he quite literally watches a lolly VTuber. And I know exactly who Hasan is talking about. He's talking about this person right here. Rev says, I think their channel's called Rev Says Desu because their Twitch channel is Rev Uwu. But this is what their character looks like. They use a VTuber model that definitely looks more on the younger side. Asmon doesn't watch this for the content of the VTuber. Asmon watches Rev, has watched Rev, and I don't think Asmon's really watched Rev in a while, to be honest. But whenever Asmon has, they're watching Rev for the video that they've made. Asmon is watching Rev for the content of that video, not because he's watching Rev because he likes the VTuber model, he thinks it's hot and he wants to whack off to it. That's not what he's doing. Where Hasan in his clip on his stream, and then even goes as further as tweeting it out on Twitter, to which it still is up at this point, which I think is ridiculous that he hasn't deleted this, because I think it's stupid to harp on this fact that Asmon likes lolly, that he likes children depicted in an anime form, is just ridiculous. And Asmon even did speak up about this issue on the day as well, where he said that he doesn't like lollies, he doesn't like the underage depiction, but he did kind of like, he did lean on the fact that he doesn't really care. He thinks that his tax dollars should be going to somewhere else, but he still has mentioned many times as well, which I think is a fair point of view to have. Like, yeah, your tax dollars could be definitely like used for something else, but if they want to go ahead and like ban this, like if my state here in like Victoria in Australia wanted to like go ahead and ban lollies, I'd be like, I'm pretty sure there's like a million other things that you could using our tax dollars for, but sure, it's still like, it's a net positive. It's a bit of a waste, but it's not like it's a bad thing to go ahead and ban. And even Asmon has said it, where he doesn't like it. He does not like the underage depiction of people. And Asmon himself did come out and respond to this today.
What? How do you possibly say something about somebody like this? Hasan is going on his stream and implying that half of my library is depicting minors in obscene depictions. I hope that even the people that disagree with me can see how outrageously unhinged and fucked up this is. Very clearly implying that I like lollies and I like obscene depictions of underage characters in anime. This is something that has now escalated to an implication of one of the worst things that you can possibly be. I'm actually surprised that he did this. In all of the cases that Hasan has been slandered and misrepresented, and you know, there was like some brothel he was at and it got accused of like sex trafficking and underage people. I never brought that up because I know it's bullshit. But not only does he bring stuff up that's bullshit, he makes it up himself. Shouldn't evolve in a personal attack. I have no problem with a personal attack. I think this is very much a step farther than that.
And Asmon's point when it comes to that, and I think it's very like straightforward, and I think that even people who follow Hasan have got to think that what he's saying is ridiculous. Because making up shit about someone like this is just completely stupid, and all you're doing is you're just radicalizing people more. Like, Hasan is already known for being an extremely radical person. That's what he's known for. He's become to be known, obviously not in his space, but in the rest of the internet, on people who are, you know, who are more in the middle, and also obviously people who are on the far right as well. A lot of people see Hasan as someone who is a radical leftist who supports terrorism, and all you're doing, and you're making shit up like this, you're just going to make people hate you more. You're not going to help your side. You're not going to help your cause. This is a net negative for you. Even if you're a Hasan fan, even if you hop on Hasan's dick every single day, you know, and you could say the exact same thing with me about Asmon, and I'd be like, yeah, fucking 100%, which is why I'm making this video, because I think that this is just stupid. Making up statements like this about someone who has literally come out in the past and came out on that day that that Dexterity article came out, talking about how he does not like lollies, how he finds the underage depiction weird, but yet again you're still setting up this precedent. Yet again you still haven't deleted your tweet, even though Asmon has come out and called you out for this. But you know what? Asmon is taking the high road for this as well, which I do commend him a lot, because me, I would definitely struggle with that a little bit, but I'm coming to learn it a little bit more, is that even though Hasan has gone ahead and this, like Asmon said, is that this is beyond a personal attack, is that Asmon's still going to treat Hasan the same way that he's always treated him, with absolute respect, and going to treat him as equal as possible, which I definitely think I commend Asmon for. And I think Hasan should take a look at himself in the mirror and say, hey, if I want to get people back on my side, because I feel like Hasan has definitely lost a lot of people when it comes to his, like, a lot of his opinions in recent times, is that if you want to get people watching you again, if you really want to get above Asmon, because Asmon has really passed Hasan as like that #1 political streamer on Twitch, if you want to go ahead and get past him, you can't be putting shit out on the internet like this. You can't, because you're going to isolate yourself from those people who are stuck in like political purgatory, because that's the people that you want to attract. And when you say stuff like this, all you're doing is bringing in more radical people and leaving out, and even if anything, pushing away people who are more in the middle. That's all you're going to do. It's not helping your cause in any way possible. And even if you're a Hasan fan, I think that you should agree that saying something like this is stupid. Is absolutely completely fucking stupid. But I'd definitely like to hear what you guys think about all this down below. That will be it from me. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.